Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Comanche with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We're nearing the end of this week's roundup, so let's kick things off with Ultimate Black Panther, number 11. So the last few issues, Storm and Killmonger have liberated the Sorcerer Supreme and are taking her to Wakanda. There are others, as well as Black Panther T'Challa is has discovered there's a secret in vibranium and is trying to discover what that secret is. So the issue opens with an emissary of Khonshu waiting at the Wakandan border. With an army mass behind him. Shuri arrives out to basically say that T'Challa wishes to talk to the emissary of Khonshu, or at least to Khonshu. But the emissary of Khonshu basically says, "Oh, hey, well, an offer of peace from someone so vastly outnumbered." And Shuri ends up calling forth massive Dora Milaje, basically saying, "Hey, there's an inch of this country we don't know." So, but Khonshu wishes to face Black Panther in combat, and T'Challa agrees. And when Queen Okoye and Princess Shuri disagree with his answer, he simply says that he can overtake Khonshu. And Shuri states that T'Challa is not well. Shuri and Queen Okoye, though, discuss matters of the king's health. But also matters of vibranium. Shuri ponders to Okoye, what if vibranium has a consciousness? Or something is captured within it? What if it has given rise to two kingdoms to place them in conflict, like pawns? But, and Okoye says it does sound kind of crazy, but follow that thread. Vibranium wants war. Why? Shuri responds, because of what remains after, whatever that would be. In any case, they cannot let T'Challa accept the offer. They agree on that one, but and T'Challa can't know that his queen and his sister are behind preventing the T'Challa taking up the offer. But T'Challa gets a Wakandan hover bike and goes further into the country, not or into Africa. Um, he stops some um, raiders from stealing medical supplies, but is injured in the process. So the medics treat him, and when he asks if the Black Panther's efforts assist these medics, the medics say they never heard of the Black Panther. But they've heard of at least Khonshu or Moon Knight. But T'Challa states that the rest of Africa is where he should have always been, and he once again states clearly that he will accept Khonshu's challenge, and after the god is dead, it will be Wakanda that gives people a new belief, and he's on his way home. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue. I do kind of hate the fact that Marvel went with a rather misleading cover, as the Sorcerer Supreme does not even appear or is even mentioned in the issue, but there she is on the cover. But anyways, moving on though to our last book for the moment, we've got Void Rivals number 15. Where we left off, Derek had come upon in space around the Great Ring. He'd come upon, well, Hot Rod. And the Cobra Lost ship had been exposed to some odd radiation, but while it doesn't seem to be affecting the ship, there does seem to be a minor effect on the armor of the of Pythona's guards, at least on one of them. And so the issue opens with the Quintessons observing the Great Ring, and they decide to take their findings back to Quintessa. Pythona sees what effect the radiation that the Cobra Lost ship had experienced on the. So she sees the effects of the radiation on the armor of one of her guards, and asks another to keep an eye on them while they're captured by Skuxoid. On Argoria, Derek lands and directs the Cybertronian ship to its landing as well. He does everything he can to try and make sure that the security escort doesn't attack the Cybertronian. And he explains that Hot Rod explains that he's looking for a friend. Who he believes was led to the Great Ring on a journey to confirm one of Cybertron's myths. Springer, the Autobot that helped Derek and Salila earlier in the series, is that friend, and well, Hot Rod and Springer are reunited, and one of the guards takes a shot at Springer, but it doesn't have any effect. Derek once again tells him to stand down. Meanwhile, Salila and Handroid are still falling. Then suddenly she's reads in a green energy field, and there's something solid beneath her feet, and so she takes out the key that she was given and lights the way. But apparently the Great Ring is an energon well, and they're hoping that maybe the Cybertronians are hoping that maybe the Autobots, namely, are hoping that maybe they could process the energon, but Spirit says that the infrastructure would have to be created and built and maintained by Argorians, so as not to be harmful to Argoria. So it's going to take time, but Springer also says that it's clear that Zerta Trion was on the Great Ring, but she isn't anymore. Then Derek is found by later by Canella, who is a Unity sympathizer, and he instructs Derek to be careful about where he talks about Unity, because, well, the implication being that the Handroids are basically are listening devices. But on Zertonia, Proximus is repairing parts of some of his limbs, and while a young boy named Otumi looks on. And then back with Salila and Android, deep within the ring. Apparently, according to Android, there's nothing there. But he knows that Salila's walking on something. And there's a faint green light that shows up, and Salila uses her key and brought into a chamber that says, with an orb saying that it is Vector Theta. Before the Sacred Ring, Vector Theta was, and want to know who reactivates Vector Theta. And that is where the issue ends. Okay. Definitely one of the most interesting Energon Universe books. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.